It's that beautiful time of year where transfer portal rumors emerge, and there are quite a few. I don't want to say conflicting rumors, but quite a few different rumors on Kentucky and their involvement with some potential transfer portal stars. This came to my attention. I believe it was a clip of Matt from KSR basically alluding to the fact that Kentucky as a team and a program has a portal star already lined up that they have done the work on and got to see it across the finish line. But Kentucky and Mark Pope feel pretty good. They have a star coming to Kentucky through the portal. Number one, that's an indication Mark Pope's a killer. If he's back working that in the middle of a good season like this. Number two, that begs the question, who is it? And it appears there are two different primary theories of who this is. Some of these are just theories that have been formed and floated by various Kentucky fans, I believe. Some that are more quote unquote Kentucky insider types. Ultimately, I don't know who any of these people are enough to feel like these are true reporting pieces of information. I think this is all speculation
Mhm.
from interested Kentucky fans. But the speculation is that it's one of two names that Kentucky is after here. The first name would be Mr. Trayson Eaglestaff, a 6'6", 190-pound guard who plays for North Dakota. You may remember Trayson Eaglestaff from his 51-point performance in the Summit League tournament last week, or from his 40-point performance against Alabama in December. He was electric in that game. 8 for 18 from three in both of those games. An absolute bucket. The other name is the best point guard in the country, Purdue's Braden Smith. Those are the two names that have been floated as the name that Matt Jones could be alluding to here. Your thoughts, Cart?
Yeah, so two interesting kind of pieces here. Obviously Kentucky being Kentucky, I think this is the start. This is going to happen with every player that enters the portal. Is it not? Like if there is a player like an Eagle staff or just a player even like of the level of Braden Smith possibly that enters the portal, I think Kentucky being the brand they um are going to be in on it with the money that they have and just the brand of Kentucky and also like any player with offensive firepower, I think there's a chance they want to play for Mark Pope in that system, right? And have fun doing it. Now, the Eagle stat thing, obviously, him being this 6'6" sniper shooter that high volume but can get hot. You could easily see that like working in a Mark Pope type system where he can just be a guy that gets up a lot of shots, gets up a lot of threes. Had the 51-point game. Love how he had the 51-point game. We just ignored directly after that. He dropped a 6-point game and a 7 turnover game right afterwards. But 51 though, that was special. And I do remember that Alabama game as well. But I don't know. I think this is going to happen a lot. And it makes a lot of sense. I think they're going to be in on the best offensive players, shooter types that go into the portal. I will say this though, the Braden thing confuses me. It just doesn't make much sense for either or any party at all, given, you know, uh Kentucky has Caden Lewis and Jasper Johnson on the way. It just wouldn't, I mean, obviously, would Braden be incredible? Yeah, but it just doesn't make much sense why either party would want that.
Yeah, for all parties involved, I don't like this if it's Braden. I don't get it. Here's the most important part to me. If you're Kentucky, of course you would love any program would be lucky to be graced by Braden Smith. But if you're Kentucky, Jasper Johnson and a Caden Lewis committed to you thinking they're going to be your backcourt. Braden is so good and so ball dominant that I mean, I just can't imagine those kids would want to come to Kentucky still if Braden comes. It doesn't make any sense for a player of Jasper's caliber who could be a one and done and a player of a Caden's caliber who needs the ball too. Um, I think those guys are too good for this. And Braden's better. Let me also make that Braden Smith is better than those guys. So if you want to be cutthroat about it, it would help or Kentucky's chances to have Braden Smith. It would help any team's chances. But that's not the type of program that I believe Mark Pope is building. He's building a team that is going to give kids opportunities. Jasper Johnson, a Kentucky kid. You don't immediately recruit over that kid for a 1 year stopgap. That's a mistake if he does that. So I hate it from Kentucky's perspective if that's the rumor. Then on Braden's perspective, look, he's going to have a decision to make if he portals or not. He is such a competitor. Purdue has already gone with him to the highest level. Painter knows the things he needs to fix about their roster. He's going to fix them. I just would be stunned if this actually comes together. Now, if he like enters the portal or listens to offers, I won't be all that shocked. But ultimately, it's on Painter. You got to recruit your guy back, get him back, and then let Braden go out and break a bunch of records. He's on track to break the Big Ten's all-time assist record. Like, there's some pretty special stuff on the plate of Braden if he just stays one more year at Purdue that would almost frustrate me if he goes to a different program to leave.
Yeah. Also, can I say one thing about just Kentucky's overall strategy and
Yeah.
who they go after in the portal? Um, can we please get somebody that can check somebody? Like after watching this season, can we get somebody that can check for the love, like for everything that is good in Lexington? Like I understand that Eagle Staff is a guy that is a sniper and a 35% shooter from three sniper, by the way. I get it's high volume. Also, be wary of Summit League scores. I've been there. Um, I'm not here to put that down whatsoever. I think that he's going to be a very touted player in the portal, and I do think that he would find a way to succeed in a Mark Pope offense and succeed to some level at Kentucky. But for the love of God, we have not like I say we as Kentucky, we haven't checked anybody this season. Have not gotten stops. Have not been a really necessarily tough basketball team. Might want to fill some gaps in there and get some guys that can help with that. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right. But also screw defense. Let's
Yeah.
just do the fun
Okay.
stuff.
Counterpoint. I do like that. Let's just we struggled defensively because we didn't score enough points.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And on that note, Eagle staff has to be who this is. Like that this makes perfect sense. Oh, they backdoored a 6'6" Caucasian shooting guard wing that will go for 50 one game and then go for four the next game. Does that
Yeah.
not sound like Kobe Bryant a little bit?
And
Minus the
it
Caucasian part.
and his name is Trayson Eaglestaff,
His
man.
name is Trace. This guy is like Kobe Bryant mixed with like Trent Noah.
Yeah.
It's perfect, right?
Yeah, kind of.
He just needs to add a at the end of his last name. Trace and Eaglestaff and he'll be
Yeah.
good.
Okay,
Yeah,
that slaps too.
it does. He'd be good. I think he'd play a huge role for Kentucky next year. That's who I think this is. I don't
It
buy
ha
the
it
Braden
ha
Smith stuff
it
at all.
has to be.
Yeah. All right. What does this tell you about Mark Pope that he's already got a marquee transfer lined up, though?
I like that.
I like that a lot, too.
I like that a lot. He's getting aura points.
Yeah, it's big. Uh, I also want it known I'm debating giving up everything in my life to become like a KSR message board insider. Because I feel like if there's people that are just dropping like Braden Smith and everyone's like, ooh, this is great. Like, I want to go stir the pot in there.
Yeah, like see, that's why I couldn't be a part of it because like on a nice little sunny Sunday where I hit the porch or hit the backyard of my house, maybe have 4 to 5 hazy IPAs. Like I'm just gonna go scramble through players and maybe just drop a little nugget like, hey, have you y'all see that Hunter Dickinson's getting another year and he was out here liking some Kentucky tweets? Just throw it in there. Just let it just fester.
Yeah, I picture myself on a hammock in my backyard and ideally like an iced tea mixed with vodka with a lemon, just a spritz. And I'm laying there, and then all of a sudden I send like an emoji, and everyone freaks out because I send an emoji. And then roughly 25 minutes later, after I've made a refill, I drop, here's what I'm hearing. Mark Pope paying Jace Richardson to play 1 year in Lexington. Brother Jackson coming with him. Wings are here.
Okay, I hate you. No wonder you have to take breaks from message boards sometimes. You are a weapon.
I'm a wizard.